You guys have got to know, like I said, we've got some amazing news to share this morning. First of all, we have an NPO group here that we're going to be talking about. They've got some wonderful things going on. But in addition to that, we have, CMR has some, the numbers have far exceeded my expectations. And of course, we're sharing every single milestone with you guys this morning as well. So I want to tell you all about that here in just a second. But in the meantime, we have some guests who are going to be joining us. So we've got Miss Emily. Hold on, Miss Emily. Let me just grab you into the studio. 1 second here. So Emily Kelly with the Alex Panton Foundation. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning.
So you guys remember that Emily was on here not too long ago, February?
Yeah, for the symposium.
At the symposium in February, yes. So Emily is the program manager at the Alex Panton Foundation. And, she's been doing some amazing things over there. And one of the initiatives that the foundation has kicked off, we're going to be talking about this morning. And then we also have Dr. Lamb, who's joining us. Good morning. Hello. Uh-oh. You might want to unmute yourself.
Here we go.
There we are. Yes. Jennifer is asking for the YouTube link. Give me 1 second, Jennifer. I'll get it for you quickly. Anybody else needs a link, please let me know. Yes, so we're live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and soon we're going to be on TikTok as well. I think I figured out a way to go live on TikTok. So we're going to be reaching everybody.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, I love it. So Emily and Dr. Lamb, thank you guys so much. So we've got some big news, and it was actually announced during the annual symposium back in February that you guys are launching a Cayman Kids Helpline. So tell us a little bit about how this initiative got started and what this is going to mean for all of the children, and not just the children, but parents and teachers. There's other resources available for mental health care for children in Cayman.
Yeah, so this project started about 4 years ago, I have to say, 4 or 5 years ago. So how Alex Panton Foundation first started, when we first started, we collaborated with the National Drugs Council, and we did a student survey, biannual student survey, where we asked our young people about their mental health. What is it that, stop them from accessing services, and what would help them to access services? So that was our very, very first national student survey questions. And the answer came back is that what they struggle to access, well, first of all, we got a large population of students who do struggle with the mental health difficulties. And what seems to stop them from accessing services is that they don't know how to, where to, and they worry about their kind of whether it's private, whether it's confidential, whether people will find out. And over 60% of our young people said that if there is an online text line or online virtual services, they would absolutely access that. And basically, our board has, from that point, decided that we ought to provide some virtual spaces and text line, helpline in order to help our young people. And we collaborated with the crisis center at one stage, where, because they have already had a child line existed before, and then Alex Panton Foundation kind of like took over, that, and now it's developed into Kids Helpline, where there is an online interactive platform where young people, parents, teacher, coaches can get information specifically to each topic. And also we got a text line where young people can text, or phone line where young people can call.
Yeah, well, this is amazing. We have to meet people where they are. I suppose a lot of people understand that, but this is one of those examples where if young people have given the feedback that, we need more available resources just online, that's the world that they live in, it's easy to access, then you meet them where they are and give them those opportunities. So let's walk through. We can certainly have a look at the website, Emily, and let's just walk through all of the elements of the site so that people can see it. So give me 1 second here. We're just going to pull it into the studio. So there we go. First of all, I love the design and the color of the website. It's absolutely beautiful, very, very kid friendly, just even from a visual perspective. So congratulations on that. And so you've got kids ages 5 to 12. You've got material in here for them, and teens 13 to 17, parents, schools, resources. So let's walk through some of the different elements of the site. And then you also have apps that are available as well?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's something I'd really like to highlight is that once people download the app, all of the content is available offline. So once you have it on your phone, you don't need data or Wi-Fi to access the materials, which is something from an accessibility standpoint that we're really excited about.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. Wow. Okay, so folks, it's available in both the Apple and Google store. So it doesn't matter what phone you have, Samsung Biz phone or an iPhone, you can get the app. So go download it. And is there a specific name? I mean, I know if they go to the website, they can click here, but can they just go to their app store and look for, what do they look for? What's
a quick search of Cayman Kids Helpline, it'll pop right up.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so walk us through this. So we've got a section for teens, which we can access either from the top menu bar, or we can just click on this tab here. And then you've got age appropriate content for them, looks like.
Absolutely. And highlighting a local artist, Michelle Bryant, who did some local illustrations. It's beautiful artwork. We're really proud to have some Caymanian artists represented in this project as well. So having it age appropriate for the kids section was really important, visually as well as content wise. So if you click like the worrying and anxiety category, you'll see that it breaks it down into different approaches about this topic. So, what is worry and anxiety? And it resembles social media very much so with the scrolling nature. So on the website, you'd click through versus once you're on the app, definitely resembling social media sites.
You can just scroll with your finger. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Which we wanted it to be as user-friendly as possible. So we're really excited that it came out the way it did, and very proud of the team that put all the work together for this. Yeah.
So you give them a nice little definition of what worrying is. I'm glad that you say worrying is a normal feeling, and that we all worry at different times throughout our lives as both children and adults. And it's a feeling we have when a situation is difficult or scary. And then giving them some examples of some of the things that they could, that could cause them to worry. So very, very nice. And then talking about anxiety, the sciencey bit, very cute.
Yeah. So we thought especially for kids, some of them may just be a little stressed or overwhelmed with a particular situation. So we thought it was important to break it down that way of describing what is worrying, and then, kind of when does it mosey on over into being a bit of anxiety, and how do you recognize the difference and what those signs look like. So a lot of really helpful educational information pulled together by our clinical and education committee.
Beautiful. All right. So then we can just go back to the home page. And then you've got other things like bullying, feeling sad, having difficulties at home.
Yeah, we've got 7 different mental health topics for each category. So each category being kids, teens, parents, and educators. And again, making it user-friendly. And then it also has suggested content to encourage people to continue exploring. So we, of course, highlighted keywords. So if someone's experiencing bullying, for example, it's very likely that they may be experiencing some anxiety as well. So we keyworded some of those articles together so that it would encourage young people to continue to explore content and just stay curious and educate themselves as much as possible.
Oh, this is so cute. I love the illustrations like this one, friendships and relationships, the 2 little girls.
Yeah. Michelle did a beautiful job.
Yeah, she's very, very talented.
Yeah.
feeling safe. And of course, this one is very near and dear to me. So what do you do if safe or unsafe touch? So I'm glad that this is actually covered, because this is a mental health issue as well.
Yeah.
So telling kids what unsafe touch is. And is there another slide? Oh,
Oh, no, that one's just the definition. And then the two other categories have.
Right.
Yeah.
Some signs there. Very good. Thank you so much for covering this one in particular. All important topics, though.
Of course. Very important. And with the kids and teens categories, it's as if it's speaking directly to them, versus with the parents and educators categories, it is more of how do you recognize the signs that a young person in your life may be struggling with these things, and to help them navigate that, to help support them, or, when is it kind of in a space where it needs more professional intervention. And of course, we have our resources tab with a list of those as well.
Yes. So under the teen section, good coverage, everything from bullying, which a lot of teens have to deal with, depression, same worry and anxiety, domestic violence, as they start to traverse perhaps some teen relationships, neglect, a whole section on relationships, and then sexual abuse, again, also covered.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. So let's have a look at the parent section. So again, some similar topics, but these then provide resources for parents.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just recognizing it, what might anxiety look like in your child, or a young person that you care about and are hoping to get support for. Yep. And again, you can see the related articles down there as well, encouraging them to continue exploring. Because half the battle is knowing, right? Knowing what to look for, knowing how to support. It's one thing to say, okay, here are the signs, but if
what do
you
you
notice that your child's struggling, what do you do? What's helpful language? What are tips?
Yes.
So that's definitely
all there. And referring you've got the different agencies, safeguarding officer, MASH unit, family resource, and so on, that could be extremely helpful to parents who, again, are trying to figure out, how to help their teens. So this is beautiful. Okay. And then we have resources for schools as well, because this is like the trifecta situation where anyone, whether you are a teacher, a school administrator, another parent, if you see a young person struggling, you have to be willing to reach out, and perhaps you don't know what to do. So there are resources that are here and available for you. So what can we help with? And then, again, the same categories that you're able to then explore a bit more.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about the number and how, if someone is struggling, a young person, how they can actually call.
Sure. So for kids, of course, kids and teens are our target audience for the phone line and text line services. So if they want to speak with someone, a trained volunteer over their phone, it's 649-KIDS, which is 649-5437. If they want to use our text line services, it's kidshelpline.ky. But you can also, while you're on the website, the Let's Chat button up there at the top right-hand corner. So if you click on that, it'll take you to the page where, if you're on a device, if you click the call us, it'll actually pop up with the number at the bottom where it'll let you call. Or if you want to access the text line, the Let's Chat, and it'll take you to the entry page of our chat. Of course, we're closed now. Our operational hours are Thursdays through Sundays, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you click there, and it's our volunteers are all trained and well vetted to ensure the safety of our young people accessing this resource. However, they're not mental health professionals or crisis intervention professionals. And that's a really important clarification point, that our helpline is purely a listening service and a means to provide a safe, non-judgmental space for young people to speak with someone freely. And of course, we encourage, if there are emergencies, to contact 911. And of course, we have safeguarding pathways in place if we do happen to have someone in crisis contact us, but really want to amplify to the public that It's a listening service. It can be really difficult for young people to open up to the people around them, or maybe even trying to figure out how to do that. The helpline is a really great place for them to start with.
And let me just ask you a question here. Maybe this is more of a suggestion, but on this page, I was thinking maybe since the hours are 3 to 9, but what if a young person logged on this morning and they just wanted to leave a message? Is there a way to say, okay, we're not here now, but if you want to leave a message and we can, follow up with you, if there's something that you wanted to share, that maybe they might be able to do that.
Yeah,
I think that's a great suggestion, but we're kind of mindful about, data protections and information governance. Because we like Emily is saying that we are a confidential service,
right?
So we don't really want kind of like information kind of left hanging like that unattended. So we prefer to have young people contact us directly at the time that we can respond, immediately. But suggestion like that we can take on board and kind of think about it. And to be honest, like what our aim is to extend the hours of services, right? So that we're there all the time. But right now we are covering those hours because of our resources being available. So I think we want to maybe use this opportunity to encourage our community to generously think about donating their time to become a volunteer. The more volunteer we have, the bigger, the more service provision we can put out there.
I see. Another great suggestion here from our listeners. We're like a classroom. Everybody's making contributions. I love this one. That channel, yes, says just thought another accessibility option would be providing a button that reads the words to you for kids who can't read. So that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, we always appreciate hearing from the public of things, especially from an accessibility standpoint. So we can absolutely make note of that.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. So the chat line available from 3 to 9 p.m. Thursday through Sunday. Hopefully those services will be expanded beyond that. But obviously I know that this is largely volunteer based and, you've got to sort of build up that database of available individuals. And then you've also have the phone line. And that again is Thursday through Sunday, same hours from 3 to 9. And it tells you the next time you can call is March service commence. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, now that we're up and running, we could take that off.
Yes, it's live. Because I was reading the 17th in my brain, and then I'm thinking, oh wait, today's actually the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha. So people can call the 649 number 5437. Is that a toll-free number, by the way?
It is for Digicel, and we're working on expanding it to all cell devices. So
okay, good. Because kids might not have credit and stuff like that. All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. So again, another amazing initiative from the Alex Panton Foundation. You can find out all about the Kids Helpline. Download the app, parents. This is a good opportunity to do so now. Encourage your kids, talk to your kids about this. Let them know, hey, there's this new Kids Helpline website, here it is, and allow them to explore it. They may need it and not necessarily come to you. And if they know about it and they know that it's available to them, then it becomes an amazing resource for young people. So I would personally encourage, everyone to review the website, look at it, parents, school administrators, kids, let your kids have a look at it and share with their friends as well.
If I can, I'd also like to add that I mentioned our volunteers are trained, so they go through Samaritans training. And I'd like to take a moment to thank Cayman, which is the adult mental health helpline on island. We've partnered with them to put together and bring Samaritans training to Cayman. And we're really grateful to have that collaborative effort because it really creates a sense of continuity and the quality of service from the Kids Helpline up to the adult mental health helpline. So wanted to shout them out and that collaborative effort and how great it's been for us launching.
And then I also see here that they went through an intensive training that was also facilitated by Simon Dwyer.
Correct. Yep.
The resident trainer for Befrienders Worldwide.
Yeah. So we brought him in February for our initial cohort to launch. And it was an intensive training, but it was wonderful. The volunteers were phenomenal, really engaged, took a lot away from it, and have been doing well so far. We've been running for about 6 weeks now, give or take. And so when Simon came down, we also shadowed. So we have a group of licensed trainers on island now. Myself, Dr. Lam, are the licensed trainers on behalf of APF, and then Cayman has a team of licensed trainers. So now we shadowed Simon as the resident trainer after we did our licensing course. And so now we're able to facilitate Samaritan's training on island as well, just to, have that sustainability aspect of quality of training.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Pat says the Alex Panton Foundation is an excellent resource for us. Ms. Hilda says this is a fantastic resource. Ms. Pat goes on to say thanks to Premier Panton and Mrs. Panton, who started the Alex Panton Foundation. And now they've got it fully staffed with Emily. And there's another young lady, remind me of her name, Emily.
Erin Kaufman and Michelle Powell. So Erin Kaufman's the administrative manager and Michelle Powell is the administrative coordinator.
Yes, so they're there doing a lot of amazing things. Hilda says, what are the different kinds of volunteering opportunities are there with the Kids Helpline? So people who are listening who may want to volunteer, how can they contact you and find out more about those opportunities?
Yeah, we appreciate all the interest. We love that there are people eager to support this. If you're interested, send an email to info@alexpantonfoundation.ky to our general email account, and then we'll get back to you with the expression of interest survey, add you to our database, and go through there for the vetting process.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Lam, for joining us this morning. And Emily, thank you very, very much. This is an amazing initiative. Folks, share the link, grab it, share it on WhatsApp, social media, and let everybody know about this amazing resource that's now available to really help our young people, who a lot of them are struggling with mental health stresses. Beautiful. Vicky says, love you, Emily. You're a sweet soul.
Thanks, Vicky.
And Faith says, good morning, sunshine. Lizette, we got everybody listening, almost 400 people listening to the program this morning and taking in all of this amazing information. Thank you again to both of you.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, have a good day.